Hi, my name is ATF Sinner, and you're watching Impact Channel.
Hi everyone, our guest today is ATF Sinner from Hate. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hi.
Congratulations on Crusade Zero. What is it like playing the new songs?
Oh, it's a great feeling. Actually, something that we were working on in a rehearsal room, for a long time, preparing it, and now you can really use it on a live show. It's a amazing experience, I think. So this is something we always look forward to. Yeah, and we're really happy about it. Absolutely, it's great to be on this tour with Vader now, giving our new record proper support. In this way, it's great.
Not that long ago, Vader did a special tour with an old school set list. Are you planning to re-record or re-release any of the old materials?
We've been thinking about it for some time, and actually we got an offer from Listen Records not long ago, a French-based label which we worked with before previously, and I like this idea, and I think we'll also make this happen. But probably not this year, it will be next year. Some older Hate stuff re-released, with new covers, probably with some material that hasn't been published yet. Some additional songs, some bonuses. Yeah, that's how I would like it to be, and we'll definitely work on it also. Yeah.
A couple of symbols like the Omega appears on the artwork all the time. Does that symbol mean anything special to you, or is there any other symbol that has a special meaning?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the Omega symbol is the symbol that we've been using for years now, and what it means, it generally means the end. It's a symbol of entropy, of a slow decay, of purpose, of the direction that the world is going to, and it has this meaning on different levels. It's not just the meaning of the principle of life of the world, but also on an individual level. So it's a pretty metaphysical thing, I think it's the most important symbol for us, and also it means the energy of cosmos, the energy that permeates everything in the cosmos. If you look at the graphic designs, if you look at the artworks that we use, it is actually full of symbolism. It is full of metaphysical symbolism, alchemical symbolism. And it has many meanings in different contexts. It depends on which album you're talking about, or which song we're talking about. So it's not an easy short question. You cannot answer in a short way, but I definitely encourage people to dig, to find out more about them, because it's so fucking interesting, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On your website, there's a strong statement about your dislike towards civilization and the way we are going right now. What do you think? Where did we go wrong?
Well, talking about the civilization, we simply we express the aversion towards some aspects of the civilization. It's not that all the civilization and all the fruits of the civilization are just bad or useless. It's just that we humans have this inability of learning from the past generations. Have this man of war, the war man, which is so strong in us, that it inevitably leads us to war, to conflict, to actually destruction, or more specifically self-destruction. And that's the main theme of the new album, Crusade Zero. It's all about this. It's about the way of annihilation of the human race, as a whole. What could go wrong? I mean, anything or everything could go wrong in this respect. I mean, if you look at the politics, if you look at what's going on in the Middle East right now, or in Russia, more specifically, it all looks fucking dangerous. It all looks fucking bad in this respect, and I'm pretty sure we will be witnessing some big downfall of the civilization as we know it. In our living.
That might bring some purification, actually.
Might be that, but the price will be big, just big,
And what do you think? Can humans find a way back to the higher self?
Yes and no. I mean, it depends on what you're inspired by, what your beliefs are. Actually, religion doesn't help here, I think. I'm pretty sure it's like a dead end. Like every single religion, and especially organized religion, is wrong. It's simply wrong, and it's and it takes humans back. Actually, doesn't mean development of any kind. I'm absolutely sure of it. So I would say destroy fucking religion first. That's the first thing. There's a lot of positive, creative thinking in humanity over the last, especially last 2 centuries. Mm-hmm. So we know where to get the inspiration from. Absolutely. People know how to organize themselves, how to build something that can survive, And I believe it's still not too late, but this civilization is like doomed, Mm-hmm. It's like doomed because it's kind of blind in this respect.
Do you think music can help spiritual awakening?
To some extent, yes, definitely, because it opens something. It opens some, I wouldn't like to use the word dimensions, but actually it can inspire humans to achieve big goals. Not just music, I mean art in general, or ideas also, just ideas. There are some artists, there are some tunes, there are some ideas that stand behind the music also, that make a difference, make a big difference. Yeah, definitely. One of my favorite are actually Dead Can Dance. Mm-hmm. When I was at their show, it was like spiritual, experience, a very deep one and a very, I would say, dramatic one. So yeah, there are definitely artists that are worth being followed. Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
When you play your shows, what are the vibes that you feel coming from the audience?
Of course, it depends on a show, but if we're talking about this show here tonight in Dublin, it was just fucking amazing. I mean, yeah, I can't find another word to describe it. It was the audience was very responsive. The audience was very hate educated. If you know what I mean? I really couldn't see random people. They all were coming here for a reason, I think, and we felt it. We felt it on the stage, throughout the concert, and it was just amazing. It was just amazing. So these kind of shows I love. I absolutely love.
And what goes through your mind when you hear your own music?
First thing that comes to my mind is I would like to change something. I still see it as not perfect enough. I would like to improve. It's like a journey that never ends. You know, you're just chasing the rabbit all the time, and you want it to make it better and just more perfect.
What do you think? What is the purpose of extreme?
Okay, when it comes to art, if we're talking about music or different kinds of art, extreme language is very needed sometimes. It's simply necessary. And when it comes to death metal, for example, its extreme form is there for a reason. I mean, this is a kind of a musical and artistic phenomenon. If you look at, for example, at history of music and art, death metal, let's say extreme metal, generally speaking, is a phenomenon of our times. It's something new, something very recent. It's a great feeling actually to create it, to have some contribution, because I feel that we have contributed a lot to creating kind of Polish death metal phenomenon. You know, we've been around for more than 20 years now, so no wonder we have contributed a lot to it. And we are really proud of it, definitely.
Satanist bands always have a different point of view about their beliefs. What does Satanism mean to you?
Satanism is an attitude. Of course, it can mean many things. If you're talking about my own view, it's rebellion against religious bullshit, first of all. Second, it's a rebellion against some aspects of civilization, which I simply don't approve of, and also it's a kind of an individualistic way of thinking and exploring the existence, you know, exploring the ideas also, looking at rather the dark side of them, of humanity, getting inspired by it more than by anything else, you know, and also living by its principles, which can sometimes be dangerous, but it's worth doing.
What did your mom say when she heard your music the first time?
Well, she's been supportive very much. I mean, she's been supportive for years, and she has always encouraged me to do it. Actually, so did my whole family. So I had proper support from the people that were close to me, and I still feel it. So this is something amazing. It wasn't a kind of rebellion against the family's values or something, you know. It was rather, I was very observant as a child, I think, and as a teenager. I just wanted to find my own language, my own way of thinking, and my own ideas, you know, which is the music in this respect. So, yeah, that's why I chose this kind of expression. It simply suits me best. You know.
And who are your favorite authors?
Talking about literature in general, I would say Thomas Harris, I would say Fyodor Dostoevsky, and also Jerzy Kosiński, the Polish author. They truly explore the dark side of the human mind to the full, to the absolute full, you know what I mean? The last detail, and this has always been inspiring to me a lot. These three had the biggest influence over me, I think.
Would you please recommend us any music that you have heard recently and it caught your attention?
Well, I've been very much into classical music, and especially into contemporary classical. So I'm listening to Shostakovich all the time, you know. It's so fucking inspiring. Russian music of the beginning of the 20th century, the middle of the 20th century, is, I think, just great. It's just fucking great, you know. When we talk about metal, rock, and anything like that, I've been listening to Danzig a lot recently. Also, a band from Scandinavia. I'm not sure from where exactly. Bombus, that's the name. Yeah, I think that's all.
You mentioned earlier that you also like industrial and electronic music. Is there any plan that you will make a side project in this kind?
I would love to. Believe me, I would love to make not just one, but 2 or 3 side projects. But the thing is that hate takes so much time at the moment that it is simply impossible to be involved, truly involved in some other projects. Still, I've been composing something with some friend of mine. There have been quite a lot of work done so far. So well, if only I have some more time, if only I'm not that busy with hate, I'll be trying to record it, put it on a record, and to release it. It's if you're interested in it, it's kind of rock with like much of industrial influences in it, and some, say, atmospheric riffs, some atmospheric metal. It's not extreme in this respect, but it's, I would say, it can be even not revolutionary, but something new, something fresh, at least. Yeah.
And what about making a hate remix album? Like, for example, the one that Morbid Angel did not that long ago. Would you do anything like that?
Oh, well, it's a really tempting idea, but at the same time, there are lots of other ideas that are worth realizing. So, for now, I think we'll be focused on making new songs. I mean, writing new material, which has already begun actually. Crusade Zero was an album which was not, I think it's not revolutionary, and it didn't mean to be. It is actually a kind of a summary of last 4 or 5 albums. It's like a closing up of some period of our history, and now I think it's high time for a change. The material we're working on right now will be something new, absolutely, something different. I can't wait to have this tour over and some other shows over, and to get to it. I mean, just to plunge into the new thing, because it's so fucking exciting, you know, to create. It's the best thing you can think of. Just create new stuff and see how it flourishes, how it spreads around, you know.
Would you create a movie soundtrack if you would get the chance?
Oh yes, absolutely. I mean, this is actually what I have been doing for some time, but it hasn't been used in any movie yet. Because there are lots of ideas like that, and I really do hope they will be used sometime in the future.
Is it any particular kind of movie that you made soundtracks for, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. It must be an apocalyptic kind of big destruction movie.
If someone would decide to create a hate tribute album, which bands would you like to hear playing your songs?
Oh, I don't care about that much, believe me. I mean, lots of bands are getting inspired by our work. Also, lots of bands have been doing some, rearrangements, some covers of our songs. It is actually very much flattering, that we've been simply valued by other bands, young bands especially. So yeah, it's something that I see as very positive. But there's no particular band that I would love to play our music. No, not at all.
Can you please name your 5 favorite albums of all times?
Oh. Can you think of another question, please? I mean, okay, I'll try. AC/DC, Highway to Hell. Creator, Pleasure to Kill. Dead Can Dance Within the Realm of Dying Sun. Iron Maiden, Power Slave. And Mayhem, Grand Declaration of War. That will be it.
Do you have a message to the fans?
I would get this opportunity to express our big gratitude to the fans, especially those who gave us so much support after what happened in 2013, which was the death of our bass player Mortifer. And I totally appreciate this kind of support, and I would like to thank you all. I would like to thank you all because you're the driving power for me and for the band Hate, and we will never forget it. We will never forget it. Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you very much for your time and for the great show as well.